What are out-of-town buyers supposed to do when they've poured through all the Zillow pictures? They're feeling like they really like this house, but they're not confident enough to buy plane tickets and fly down there to check it out in person. Is there a solution for buyers to shop when they are not local, but are ready to take a closer look at a house? Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Live Your Life in Austin, Texas, and my name is Randy White. Today I want to show you a solution that I provide for my clients whenever they're shopping from out of town, which is 360 tours. So anytime a client says, hey, Randy, I'm feeling really good about this spot. Can you go check it out for me? I grab my 360 camera and I do a neighborhood tour for them. I do a little street tour, and then I do a home tour, all with the 360 camera. So in case you haven't used one of these before on the YouTube channel, if you're on your phone, you're going to move your phone around like this. And that's going to allow you to pan around and see everything 360 view of what I'm looking at here. I prefer if you use the desktop because sometimes the phone can feel frustrating. So if you're on your desktop, go ahead and use your mouse, click on the screen, and pan around. And you can take a look at everything you want to if it's just not me. So today we're going to start off at 1215 Arcadia Avenue. It is listed at $1,699,000 with Jeff Mills at Horizon Realty. And it's inside of the Crestview and Brentwood neighborhood, which is truly one of my favorite neighborhoods in north central Austin. This neighborhood is going to be somewhat walkable, definitely bikeable. They have a really cute neighborhood shopping center that has a little pizza parlor, an arcade, and ice cream. So really very cute there. And then Burnett Road and Lamar Road are the two borders which are going to become, or they are, corridors for the city of Austin. So they are doing all kinds of development on those streets to provide shopping, dining, commercial space. So really urban, suburban here in Crestview. And then your school choices are going to be Brentwood Elementary, Lamar Middle School, and then McCallum High School. Those are for the public school options. All right, so shall we tour? Now don't forget, you can pan the camera around to look at whatever it is that you want to look at. And if I move too fast, you can pause it and still pan around. You'll just pause me. All right, so at this house, we have 2,656 square feet. It's huge. 4 beds, 4 full baths, and it was built in 1950. But as you can see, when you first walk in, it certainly doesn't feel like it was built in 1950. So that is because it was remodeled down to the studs by Charles Martin, the builder, the custom homes builder, in 2022. So this is kind of a brand new feel for a home as far as the construction. So you would be the first one to experience the home in this form. So something that I really enjoy about this house that you'll notice as we walk through is they did a lot of really neat light fixtures. All the chandeliers and wall sconces do a great job of highlighting all the different nooks and crannies of the house, and it allows you to highlight any neat furniture or art that you might have. So we are in the first of 2 living rooms, which to me, I feel a heavy group of people that will be looking at this house. There's going to be families because it's 4 beds and 4 baths. And I know that a particular detail that families need, right, because I'm a mom of 3 here, is 2 living areas. I need one for myself and the family and the guests to just have some peace. And then we need another living area for all the toys, all the game rooms and playrooms, and to be a little messy. So this house provides that. They do have listed on the MLS description that the home comes with an office. And so this is the office here. A pretty efficient use of space on the smaller side, but hey, you know, it's here, it's private. I do a private meaning that you can close the doors and have some peace and quiet. But I do appreciate that they left it to be French doors so that you can see out into the open and not feel like you are scrunched inside a tiny room. They did provide some good ventilation. There is an AC outlet up there, as well as a pretty neat ceiling fan. So if you pan the camera up, you can see what I'm pointing at and talking about. Okay, we got a wet bar over here with a wine fridge. Who doesn't like that? So they obviously intend for this to be the party room instead of the playroom. Okay, so then we're going to come over here. And this is a favorite feature of mine for the house, which is going to be the mudroom. So Texas doesn't really tend to have mudrooms since we don't really have any snow. But that doesn't change the fact that there are people coming into the house all the time with so much crap. And they need to put it somewhere, or else, especially those kids, will just start littering it on the floor all over the place. So they've provided a mudroom to hang up the backpacks and put the shoes down here in the cubbies. I really appreciate that. Right out here is the single car garage. Now, this is not a 2-car garage, right? That's like the first thing to note. But something that you should know and understand is that Crestview, with the homes being mostly cottage style, 1950s bungalows, it's kind of hard to find a garage unless you're going to go ahead and get one of these remodeled homes or a home that was scraped and put in place of a custom build. So to have a 1-car garage is actually a pretty good find for Crestview and Brentwood. You're going to mostly have carports, just driveways, 1-car garage, and if you're lucky, a 2-car garage comes into the picture sometimes. So here we are entering into this incredible living space, open concept, of course, quartz countertops here, a nice island that provides a second eating area, which I really appreciate. An incredible range here, gas. Beautiful, just beautiful. And then they have the convection oven and microwave down here. Love these hidden fridges. I just can't get enough of that. I know the trend has been out there for a while and you're like, yeah, Randy, I've seen that. Well, I still think it's a ton of fun. So pay attention to all the neat chandeliers and wall sconces that I was talking about, because they have them everywhere, hooked up to light switches, really allowing for the room to be lit up. Because if you can imagine, this is a really huge room, and if you don't have proper lighting, it can be very dark. So they have recessed lighting all throughout, of course, and then these really neat chandeliers and wall sconces that are all muted, in my opinion, for being trendy or fashion forward so that they don't get dated too quick. Sometimes the custom homes can get a little nuts with trying to be very fashion forward of whatever the hot trend is. And it's like, well, that's going to look kind of dumb in a couple of years. So I do like that about this house, is that all of the details and touches are a nice neutral, muted approach to luxury. This is going to be one of, they say 2 primary suites in the listing description, but there's 3 bedrooms in here that have attached baths. But to me, this is the main one, and that's going to be because of the incredible bathroom. So they have a great view of the nice, modest-sized backyard, which we will go out to in a minute, and I will describe my feelings of that great yard. This is the bathroom. 2 sinks. Thank you very much. Can't stand a master bath that doesn't have 2 sinks. The floors are heated, so that's awesome. And then there's 2 shower heads inside of here. Great space, great space. And then they did a wonderful job with the closet. So check all of this out. And they actually do this for all of the closets throughout the house. Did great shelving, really helped bring closets to life, if you will, and have that space be usable. Because I'm not going to be good enough at it. You know, can you just do it? The builder, you know how to make things fit and go and look nice. So when a builder does that for you, I just really appreciate that I don't have to go and make a trip to the Container Store and, you know, lose precious moments of my life in there. And this does come. It is attached and affixed to the wall. I already double checked. I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Is that staging furniture? But it is not. It is attached to the wall. So this puppy comes with the house. And then they put the mirror right there. Fantastic. Such a great idea. Let me see myself in my enormous closet. What a good job I'm doing getting dressed. And then the toilet room, of course. So this is just one of 3 bedrooms with attached baths. And there's even a 4th bedroom that doesn't get the attached bath, but still a 4th bedroom. Little tiny closet. Remember, you can always grab the screen and pan around to look at whatever it is that you want to look at. If I'm moving too fast, you can hit pause and you can pan around that way too, and then press play and come back to me whenever you're ready. Looks like I forgot to turn the lights on in here, so let me get that going. Here we go. Great laundry room. Again, nice muted tones. The tile flooring is really nice. If you want to pan down, you can see they did a great job on that, and it matches the neat tile work along here. They have a space for a second fridge. This is very thoughtful because remember we talked about how the garage is just a one-car garage, so there's really not any space for you to shove your garage fridge out there. So somebody had their noodle going, and they knew that a house that requires 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms is probably going to be a pretty large group of people, and they would appreciate to have a second fridge in the house somewhere. So I liked that. Okay, here's the second primary suite. Comes with a little built-in desk and shelving area over there. Modest sized closet, but again, provided some shelving, very helpful. Nice tall windows throughout, giving really good natural light. Spent a lot of time turning on all those lights in the house, but honestly, the house also does a good job of being bright on its own just from the large windows. And then here's the attached bath. Nice sized bathtub, providing me with some shelving. Can't stand it when the bathtub doesn't have any shelving. Neat light fixtures. And again, I really love the fun tile work, but it's not too much. It's just a little hint of fun design. Okay, so now we're gonna go back towards the front of the house where there are 2 secondary bedrooms. We're gonna make a quick pit stop here at the pantry, which is nice and large. Who hates it whenever you're at a house and the pantry is like a cabinet? Okay, thanks. That's gonna work. So great sized pantry. I really love whenever they put power inside of the pantry so you can plug in appliances and you don't have to have your ugly appliances out on the counter all the time. But maybe that's just me. Okay. All right, like I said, back to the front. Check out this incredible chandelier above me. I don't know if we took a look at that before. Really beautiful. Okay. Let's finish the 3 bedrooms that have attached baths. So this is the last bedroom with an attached bath. It is wired for security and audio, so I'm seeing the speakers here in this bedroom. That's fun. They did go ahead and think ahead and put outlets on the walls for you to hang up your TV. And just another great sized bathroom. Down to 1 sink, so we're not in a master suite anymore. There's the toilet room. And then a light that turns on when you step inside. Those are always fun features. But again, pan around and take a look at all of the shelving. The thoughtful detail on that really helps you actually use the space rather than just pile your crap up, because you know that's what you're going to do. You can at least organize it onto the provided shelves. All right, last bedroom. So this one does not have an attached bath. Still a really nice sized bedroom. All of the rooms in the entire home have high ceilings, which is just kind of a nice feature that you get to have whenever you're inside of a home that was recently updated, modernized, or recently built, because we're not going to do the low ceiling thing anymore. Nobody likes that. Okay, great shelving inside of this closet. Helps it actually be a usable space. And the last bathroom, which would, I suppose, be the guest bath whenever you have people over, is this little joy. Great size. It's not a forgotten bathroom where it's like a closet that you're trying to cram yourself into. It's a nice sized bathroom, a 4th bathroom. Let's not forget that. In this exquisite, oversized house. All right, the last thing we're going to do is take a look at this backyard. So the backyard space is actually a really great example of what you can hope for in the Crestview Brentwood neighborhood. They are urban suburban, so you're north central Austin. You're pretty close to some good stuff in the city of Austin, but the lots are pretty good size out here. There's one neighborhood across Burnett Road called Allendale that has bigger lots than Crestview and Brentwood. That's going to be the only one, though. Outside of that, Crestview and Brentwood does a really good job of giving you some single-family house space. It is fall when I'm recording this video, so our leaves are everywhere. Don't mind that. A question that I get a lot from buyers when they're coming into Austin for the first time or into Texas is, can I fit a pool here? So this is a good example of a house that would be very close to call. We would need to figure out what the impervious coverage is. Impervious coverage is a very strict rule that Austin has about how much concrete have you put on the lot. And you cannot do more than 50% of the lot. So if the home has already taken up 50% of impervious coverage, and that includes the decking and the patios and everything like that, if it's taken up more than 50%, then you can't put a pool in, because you have to account for the trim that goes around the pool, the concrete there. Another thing you need to pay attention to whenever you're shopping for homes and you're interested in a pool is trees. So Austin does not allow you to just come in here and start tearing down trees. Once it's over a certain size, the tree can be protected, and that tree ain't going nowhere. And if you do something to it and you weren't supposed to, you didn't get a permit for it, you're going to get fined. So trees, large trees, and how big is the house compared to the size of the lot? Those are the two things that you need to think about when you're trying to hunt for houses that can fit a pool. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for today. I hope that you got a good example of what I do for out-of-town clients. When I am doing this for clients, then I am doing not just the positive stuff, but also the negative stuff, because we're walking through this house together and trying to figure out if it's the right spot for you. And so that would be a more personal experience. And if this is something that you'd be interested in doing or talking to me about for just a further explanation of how this goes, then give me a call and let's talk about your journey to Austin. I certainly hope that you guys enjoyed our tour today, and I'll see you next time.